Yes, lads. Welcome back. Let's just safely say that the wait is finally over and we're finally getting back into fucking summer. The sun is out. It's like 10 degrees outside right now, and like we've made it past the shadow realm. Like we've got through the darkness, through the tunnels of fucking gloom and doom. Still probably a little bit of rain to go in the UK, but mate, winter is finally passing. Spring is upon us, and we're through the shadow realm. Just wait, boys. Look, fucking fuck, mate. Probably only like 3 or 4 months now, lads, when we're gonna be able to walk around like this with our tops off. Just fucking fuck. I'd literally just finished off at the gym. I thought, you know what? I'm just gonna get a video out, spit some fucking knowledge to you guys, and dip. So yeah, recently I've come to this big conclusion that, like, if I think about it, yeah, like when I was first getting into online business, you know, when first basically my conscious came into somewhat of existence, where I was actually able to like start thinking for myself, where, you know, as we're going through it's like primary school, secondary school, you know, into like college and A levels, you're not particularly conscious about, you know, the external world and what's going on around you and everything around you. And it's until you turn probably like 18, 19 that something switches in your brain and you just start thinking about, you know, the greater picture of life. Basically, you start asking yourself bigger questions, start seeing just more outside of your local community going on around you. And it wasn't until then that I used to beat myself up about not having much impulse control and, you know, lacking the ability to control my vices. And that used to be something that really used to annoy me. Obviously, somebody that's like ambitious and wants to do well, you know, you have to control your vices, as probably anybody does. You need to control that little devil within you, that little voice that's telling you to go and goon. I need to goon. And, you know, the voice is telling you that you need to go and play video games and, you know, do all this stuff that you probably know that you shouldn't be doing. But it wasn't until probably I actually matured a bit and turned like 21 where I actually started getting control of my vices and was actually able to, you know, control them, take a deep breath, remove myself from the situation a little bit, take a step back and look at it from a kind of third person perspective and realize that this little devil that's inside of my head is inside everyone's head at the end of the day. And like, just remember, if you're trying to go places and you're trying to get somewhere and you got that little devil in the back of your head telling you to goon, I must goon, I must play video games, nah. Like, just remember that you are the mind and you are in control of your body, and you create that kind of, you are like the puppeteer basically for your mind and your body. You control your body, and basically your body is just a little slave to your mind basically, or can be a slave to your mind if you do not control it. Because we are just genetically hardwired from a core primal level to seek comfort, avoid discomfort, seek pleasure, avoid pain. Like, there's a core fundamental drive within us that goes down to our, like, absolute hardwiring. Like there is no way of getting around that. And just remember that, like, you know, that we are actually in control of our bodies. That's why the gym has been the biggest impact for me personally throughout me growing up, because when you're consistently going to the gym and you realize that you can actually push your body and push it further than you actually think that you can, you start building up these daily wins. Now, I've been going to the gym now for like 3 years, maybe pushing 4 now, and all of them little wins throughout them 4 years or 3 years, however long it is now, that I've actually gone to the gym. And then within the gym, it's like an arena. You have to fight to actually, you know, you're going through pain, physical pain, in order to put on mass and size and strength. And each rep, each single set is a win. You're literally defeating that little devil within you, telling you to avoid pain and seek comfort. You're telling that little devil within you to shut up, mate. And you're suppressing it, and you're taking control of that little devil and that voice within your head. So just a thought, yeah, is like, rather than beating yourself up all the time and having this victim mentality about like everything's not in my control, the fucking government, fucking inflation, the matrix, all this shit, your parents, university, you know, school, everything, your job, rather than giving that all the power, take some sort of accountability. And it comes over time. Like you start, the more you adopt this mentality and you start thinking like, everything that I do is within my control. I'm the one that is actually in control of my mind, and my body does not run like rule roost here. Like, I'm the one that's in control. You will start stacking up these daily wins, becoming that kind of guy that actually sticks to his word. And when it comes to a time where your little devil voice within your head is telling you to goon, you say, no, I'm the man here. I'm telling you what to fucking do. I'm not going to touch my little winky, you know? Like, and it's not just fucking wanking. Like, there's so many other vices that everyone has. Like, nicotine for me has been one of my biggest vices for like the last 2 years. And I've got like 4 or 5 packs of snus left, and then I'm quitting. I'm going to stick to that. I'm going to quit. But the only reason why I can say that with such conviction, and also like with my goals, I know that I'm going to achieve X amount of money this year, because I know that I'm the person that's putting in the work in order to achieve them goals. I'm the kind of guy that is actually capable of actually achieving that, because I see myself. You have a full first person perspective of your life daily, so you can see every single mistake and every single win that you do. Now, them mistakes and them wins are like on a scale, you know. The more rocks that you chuck on the scale, the more it will tilt. But the more you kind of stack the wins, and as cliche as that sounds, the more wins that you stack, you're not just stacking it to like impress other people or to, you know, like get some accolades or some trophies. You're doing it because you are the kind of guy that sticks to your own word and you do what you say. Like, the more wins that you stack on that side, the better and the more kind of powerful and self-confident you're going to feel within yourself, you know. And if I look back like fucking 2-3 years ago, like the just a win was just like making my bed, or even just getting out of bed at a certain time was just a win for me. I had to start literally at ground zero. Even in fact, before that, I was starting way below zero. I was fucking going out, doing drugs, drinking, gambling, all the shit, not going to the gym, staying up late, playing video games, gooning, like everything, like literally everything. I was such a sinner. And you have to take yourself from ground -100 down through the depths of hell and raise yourself up, so that then you're at somewhat of a level of homeostasis, and you're actually at a level where like you're actually functionable. And then you can start building yourself up, challenging yourself, bringing yourself new challenges that actually push you through barriers that you somewhat thought that you couldn't push through in the past. And all it is just a belief and a mindset shift that you can actually change. Like, one of the biggest things that I learned when I was very young was just turning turning a negative into a positive. That was one of the biggest things that I learned that changed everything. Because now, no matter what situation I'm going into, I will think of the positive thoughts, and I will turn every negative into a positive and learn something from no matter what situation it is. Like last night, I had a job interview and I turned up in my car because I was at Paddle and I didn't want to let my friends down, but also I didn't want to not turn up to this interview. He rescheduled the interview and it went to 11 o'clock and he didn't turn up. But, you know, I'm not going to sit there weeping in my tears thinking like, fuck, I fucked it. I'm not gonna, you know, get this role anymore. Like, you know, I'm so bad I didn't turn up. No, you know what I did? I've turned it into a positive. I thought, okay, maybe he's busy. Maybe he's got bigger things to do. Maybe he forgot. And, you know, funny enough, I was thinking about all these positive things. I was thinking, you know, maybe wrong place, wrong time. Maybe I fucked it, and, you know, I take accountability for the fact that I turned up in my car. It's silly of me. But, funny enough, I was turning it all into a positive. Check my phone when I'm about to go to sleep, check my messages, and, you know, in Instagram, you have like the different channels and you can check like your requested channels. Somebody that I reached out to about 2 weeks ago from a fitness influencer who has like 850k followers reached out to me, someone in his team, and offered me basically to like, was asking whether I'm still interested in this role. That's what I mean. You have to turn everything into a positive. You have to elevate your frequency within yourself to a level that is so high that people look at you and think like, this guy is fucking crazy, bruv. Like, you can't be this happy all the time. You cannot be like so wildly obsessed and so just switched on and like driven and not like, how is this all happening? Like, how have you come from so down below to then absolutely exponential growth? It's literally just that simple mindset shift of changing a negative into a positive and seeing everything within your control and within your power, and not letting, you know, things that are outside of your control affect you. Because anything that is outside of your control, you know, is outside of your control, literally. There's no point of trying to change people and get people to change, and, you know, unless obviously it's like a business, but like, there's no point getting people trying to feed, like taking a horse to water because you can't make it drink at the end of the day. Like, there's no point trying to make people change or trying to change your external environment, because all that energy that you're putting into the external environment to try and change it could be channeled into yourself, and then by, in a paradoxical way, like channeling it into yourself will then give you the power to help other people more and be a person of influence and a leader that can help guide people in the right track, because then people look up to you because you're the man that does what he says he's going to do. So yeah, that is all for today's video, lads. It's just some, you know, little bit of conscious thought that came to me after the gym. I'm fucking pumped up, ready for fucking summer, lads. I actually can't wait. Man, I'm gonna be grinding so hard. Let me know what you guys are doing over summer, what you guys are doing right now. Obviously, we're in February, coming into March. What are your guys' plans? How you guys planning on spending the year? What like shit have you got going on that you're looking forward to? I look forward to see you in the next one.